We go north of the border to Montreal, Canada. The Houston Dynamo getting set to take on the Montreal Impact. 2-3-1. The two holding midfielders, Patrice Bernier and Gorka Lareu, a Spanish midfielder. Very important protecting the back four. Andres Romero out wide. Garcia on the right side. Giles, Barnes, and Creval will hold it down in the middle, but it will really be Creval holding, Barnes pushing higher. And it's game on here. The Houston Dynamo and the Montreal Impact. Both teams seeking out a game to get things turned around and going in the right direction. The Dynamo winless in their last 4 Major League Soccer games.
That's what Jack McInerney's going to do. He's going to run it behind all night.
There's Bernier, knocked it forward. Into the box it comes, wide open, and a chance to make it one. Tally Hall with a huge save. And the Dynamo struggling here defensively because Felipe, there was nobody within 7 yards of him.
A great first-time ball. Again, Felipe, he's very smart and very clever. He pays attention to the center backs. What are they focused on? And as soon as they look away from him, that's when his movement comes. Since he's been in Major League Soccer, he's shown what kind of ability he has.
Tonight in his 40th appearance in MLS. Cummings, nice run, nice last shot, off the crossbar. Spectacular moment from Omar Cummings. Took it off his chest and in a flash whipped it off the crossbar. Maybe the Jamaican needs a bit of luck here.
Again, his timing is perfect to get in behind Heath Pierce, and Giles Barnes finds a bit of shades of a bit of a reminder from Colombian James Rodriguez and what the strike he had. This is what Omar Cummings can do when he's sharp and when he's healthy.
It's Romero. Spinning, turning, Barnes harassing him. Ball is kept moving here by Larrea, who gets it to the left back, Miller. Miller against Sarkozy. Goes in on his right, in the box, a header and a goal. The Dynamo are down. It's Jack McInerney, who continues to score goals after the trade from Philadelphia. He scores his 6th of the year, and this is a dagger and a hammer blow here on the stroke of halftime.
Good by Miller. Kofi Sarkozy maybe just giving him a little bit too much back inside. But for Jack McInerney, a small player who's barely 6 feet tall, to find the ball in his head in the middle of the box among 6 foot plus Jermaine Taylor and A.J. Cochran, the service has to be pinpoint.
The 57th minute. Cross is hung up. Perkins is going to get there easily. Not going to have a chance with that type of delivery. DeVayo picks out the right pass and the right player. It's Felipe back to DeVayo. Marco DeVayo, shot and a save. Tally Hall made himself big and now gets into the face of Eric Bruner as DeVayo trying to pick up his 2nd of the year. You have to love the emotion of Tally Hall here.
When the Dynamo get forward in too many numbers, this is what happens. And when DeVayo's on the field, you know a counter is coming. Watch that right there. You can't see it on that angle, but DeVayo's right foot, you saw that little touch? It gets away from him. I guarantee you he's wanting to go low, far post, but that little missed touch, accidental by his right foot, just saved the Dynamo. But give Tally Hall a lot of credit for not guessing, staying big, and getting his hand up to get that over the crossbar.
Boniak Garcia. Cochran picks the head up, whips the ball down the line to Ash, and now Ash is out of position with Mapp here. And that's the space they hit. It's McInerney, squares it back, top of the box, over the top from Felipe. The vacated space of Corey Ash hit immediately by Montreal.
And Justin Mapp, right where we said he would be, high and wide, gets this play started. McInerney brings A.J. Cochran out of the middle and leaves it 2v2. Fortunately, again, for the Dynamo, Felipe just off target.
Mapp now against Ash. He loves and relishes taking people on. He fights through it, whips across it over the top of his head and in. Oh, what a spectacular goal. But wait a minute. Yes, it is Jack the theater of the imagination tonight here at Stade Saputo. Unbelievable.
Justin Mapp doing what Justin Mapp does. It's not the cleanest, but he gets around his defender. And Jack McInerney, he's not going for anything spectacular. All he wants to do is just to redirect the ball on goal. Not really too worried about it. I guarantee you he's not trying to hit it in that far post. He just wants to get it on goal. He takes a bit of the pace off of it. Just a little soft cushion with the top of his foot. A bit fortunate, but good players, they make their own good fortune. And that's it. What a goal.
Looks like a real push here for the Dynamo from a physical standpoint. Romero, be careful. Romero to his left shot, empty net. DeVayo's going to get one on the rebound. It is 3-0 Montreal. And the Italian legend adds to his score sheet.
Greatest players in the world are instinctual. Marco DeVayo, instinctual, excuse me. He takes a chance. He knows the shot's about to come off. All he does is take a chance. It's instinct in front of goal, reading the game. Tally Hall does everything he can to stop that initial shot from going in. You see all the Dynamo players there, eyes on the ball. No one sees Marco DeVayo peeling off on that back post. An easy finish.
Cody won it back to the feet of Driver now. Omby has created some separation. Boniak was at the near post. Credit Kamara for making a big play there. Now, we're looking at two teams here, one losing confidence, and we'll get back to that in a second.
This is what Brian Omby does. He's very sharp, got a very quick first 3 steps.
Dynamo literally at a standstill as the final whistle blows here. A very difficult night in Montreal. That has been a continuing theme. Jack McInerney with 2, Marco DeVayo with 1, Felipe pulling the strings here today. It is Montreal 3, the Houston Dynamo 0.